Hi, I'm Dave Knight with the Dave Knight Real Estate Team, and today's hot question is, can you trust a Zillow Zestimate? So what a hot topic. So let me tackle this. This is a question I get quite a bit. A couple things. Let me respond by stating this. Sometimes the Zillow Zestimate is high, sometimes it's low, and sometimes it's accurate. The question is, you just never know. So a couple stories. First of all, Spencer, he's the CEO of Zillow. Back in 2016, last year, he ended up selling his property for more than 40% less than the Zestimate. So even the CEO of Zillow had an inaccurate Zestimate on his primary residence. Second, I had an executive that I sold a property for, and the Zestimate was 2.2, and when we ran the numbers, it was looking like the demand would have it at about 1.2. So I remember him calling me up one day, and he said, we had been on the market for a couple weeks with no offers, and he called me up and said, Dave, call Zillow and tell them we'll give it to them for 50% of the value. And at the end of the day, it ended up selling for right around 1.2, which is $1 million under what the Zestimate said. So in that case, the Zestimate was high. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. In Southern California, we have diversity of housing, so it's very difficult to have even an algorithm be accurate. Sometimes it's even difficult for an appraiser or an agent to be accurate. Perfect example, last week I closed on a house that I had sold. It was a trust sale, and so the trust hired a certified licensed appraiser to come in and give it what's called a date of death value. Well, they ran that and it came back at $1,080,000. When I looked at the numbers and I looked at the property, I thought, okay, it's a cul-de-sac, it's a big lot, desirable school district. There's certain things that it had going for it where I knew it was going to sell for more than the appraised value. I knew that demand would drive it up. Well, demand drove it up to 1.3 million. It ended up selling for 220,000 over the appraised value. So how much was it worth? Well, at the end of the day, homes are worth as much as a willing and able buyer is willing to pay. So what does it close at? It ended up closing, it was worth $1.3 million because somebody out there wanted it for that price. So how is Zillow affecting us today? How is it affecting you and your home value today? It does plant an idea of value in the minds of buyers. It can if they're looking at it like that. So you want to put that into your strategy of pricing a home. It doesn't ultimately control the price, but it's kind of like Kelley Blue Book, where Kelley Blue Book will put an idea in the minds of consumers about the value of cars. So it's very important that you have an agent come out and look at your property and help you, somebody that knows how to price properties and can look at your property from the eyes of buyers and help you figure out an accurate value and how to use price as strategy, not as destination. So hopefully this helps. Make it a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.